Good morning everyone. So this is last video, that is video part 3 of this lesson, Rip Van Winkle. So in the first PPT we have already sent you the information about the author and the setting of the story, and in the second PPT it was about the summary of the story, and this is the third one that where we will be discussing the theme and the character sketch. Now, if you have read the story carefully, you might have come across these themes in the story. Though this is written though when I point out this theme, you feel it like a little difficult, but you can easily connect it with the story. Now through years, you will be able to connect it with the, you will be able to write the theme also by yourself. So here you can notice the loss and discovery of identity. So loss and discovery of identity in the sense like that is the identity of this person, that is identity of Rip Van Winkle, you can say. The loss of identity, that is like before sleep he had no identity itself. Though he is liked by the villagers, he was not able to create anything for his own, right? And then he slept, and then afterwards he wake up, and that is the discovery of, he understands like who is discovery of self, actually, like who am I, that feeling, like that he is understanding it after that sleep. Vision versus reality, what is dream and what is the present, that you can notice it here. Vision in the sense what all things that is happening in your dream, that sleep, it was just a vision, that you were sleeping throughout these years, you were in vision, you were dreaming, you have not done anything. And what is reality, what has happened, what is the real life. And the third one, active versus passive resistance. This is like, though Rip Van Winkle values his own freedom greatly, he cannot be said to be actively fight for it. Okay, so freedom, which is another important theme in this story, you can see that he values his freedom greatly. He always wanted to go here and there. He never wanted to work. He never wanted to be tied by someone. So, but you can see he cannot fight for it. Even you can see the character of Rip's wife, he is not able to respond to her calls also, he is totally tied by her. Okay, so though he dislikes the shouting of this lady and everything, he is not fighting for it. And now freedom versus tyranny in the sense like the oppressive rule or the suppressed, you are suppressed by your rulers. So here it is freedom that Rip wanted to enjoy, and tyranny is something that is the power of his wife over here. He wanted to, freedom is very important, that is the whole story is about freedom itself. He wanted to escape from the profitable labor, he wanted to escape from his wife, he wanted to escape from the responsibilities, he wanted to enjoy his life, the carefree approach towards life, the easy, he wanted to just easy going life. So this is freedom. And tyranny in the sense that he never wanted to be in the responsibility, take up the responsibilities of the family. He never wanted to be in some job or something. So this is another theme that you can notice in the story, that is freedom versus tyranny. So this theme you can notice it throughout the story, and Rip Van Winkle seeks nothing more than the freedom to be his kind, simple self and to live the ideal life he wants to live. So he is he wanted to that ideal life, so he wanted just that only. His freedom and good nature endear him to his fellow villagers, whom he is happy to help and to pass time with. And uh, this is the next theme, that is tradition versus modernity. So that also, this is not that much important thing, but yes, you can notice tradition, that is before sleep, how the world was like, how the surrounding was like, how his physical appearance was like, how it changes, like modernity, after that sleep, throughout the 20 years, how the world has changed, how the politics has changed, how the surroundings have been changed, and then how the person he himself have changed, he himself has changed. Okay, so these are the things that are discussed in tradition versus modernity. So his 20-year sleep resulted in missing the American Revolution altogether. So it is said this American Revolution happened in this 20 years, which resulted in this change of everything. So Rip, actually he stands for the past only, and he's an example of the simple, idle and gentle villager. and then he was a simple person. Now after this American Revolution, the village also changes, like it moves on to become a bustling, crowded city. And there is large contrast you can notice, like between the village Rip leaves and the village he returns to 20 years later. So this is the contrast that we can see in the clash between this traditional and the modern. Now, you might have character sketch. Remember, we were doing one while reading activity. Now I hope like that paper is ready with you, like where you have made two columns with in one column where the character is written, and in the another column that characteristics is written. I hope that this is done by you. Now we can see the character of Rip Van Winkle in detail. You might have so when we discussed it in the class, I happened to see, like all these points that is described in the slide is already written by you. In fact, you have written more. Okay, so we can just go through it. So this is the protagonist of the story, that is the hero of the story, and he is genial. That means a simple person, passive man, passive in the sense like though he is active, he is not fighting for his rights, and he is not his aversion to profitable labor. Then where he is living in Catskill Mountains, who spends his time engaging in work that is not useful or profitable, such as hunting squirrels and doing odd jobs in houses and gardens that are not his own. So he is not ready to work or earn for himself, but he is ready to help others. Now it is said like he is the henpecked husband. Henpecked husband in the sense like he is totally controlled by his wife, nagging wife, Dame Van Winkle. So you can say like he is hiding, he escapes to the mountain, or he takes a long strolls just because of her, and he always runs away from responsibilities, and even after 20 years he returns back. So next important character, Dame Van Winkle. So not much information is provided about Dame Van Winkle. It is said just like she's sharp-tongued and nagging woman. She often gives instruction to her husband, asking him to go for work. So in a way you can see like though she is irritable in nature, you can see like she's concerned about her family. She wanted money to earn bread and to get bread for her children. So might be because of that she never liked this idea of Rip Van Winkle just escaping from his responsibilities. But she is independent only because while Rip Van Winkle was away from her for 20 years, she managed everything by herself. And she has no dialogue in the story and remains a kind of comical background force. And she dies when Rip was asleep on the mountain. So just before he returns, she dies also. So this is the character chart. We can see like some characters that are there in the story, but here we cannot see like this is just this is downloaded from net, so we cannot see like Derek Van and Nicholas Vedder. These two characters are not there in your storybook, but it is there in the original book, and you can see, and in the video that we had shown also you can see this character. But here in the story that you're going to read, that is in your textbook, you will not be able to see these two characters. Rest everything like Rip Van Winkle, this is the main character. Dame Van Winkle, she is the wife of Rip Van Winkle, and then you can see Judith Gardner, she is the young mother as well as the daughter of Rip Van Winkle. And then you can see the stranger who is that is that ghostly being, that is the carrier of the liquor keg. And then Peter Van der Donk, it is told like the ancient inhabitant of that village, Peter Van der Donk. Okay, so these are, and then one old woman also who asks Rip Van Winkle about his inquire about his things.